Taylor the Tape, Road to Dubai brings us this Bellator Champions Series. So much younger, only 25, Simeon Powell. Xavier's been around longer, not much in the height. Powell looks taller, and maybe Xavier's the build. The reach is all for Simeon Powell, but you cannot write off this guy Xavier. Maybe by counter. Powell has to be careful every second he's in there. Let's find out.
Ladies and gentlemen, here at OVO Arena Wembley, we present tonight's co-main event, 3 5-minute rounds in the light heavyweight division. Introducing first, the blue corner, at 6'4", weighing in 204.6 pounds. Debuting in the Bellator cage, he enters with 13 professional victories, 7 losses. Fighting out of Berlin, Germany, he hails from Santos, São Paulo, Brazil, presenting Rafael Xavier. And across the cage, his adversary, fighting out of the red corner at 6'5", weighing in 205.9 pounds. The 6-time PFL veteran makes his Bellator debut, breaking an impressive professional record of 9-1. Originally from right here in Northwest London, England, presenting Smooth Simeon Powell.
The crowd has swelled.
In charge, your referee, Kerry Hetley.
Everybody is in now. And Simeon Powell controlled them with that fascinating walk-on. Can he demonstrate the skills
this war, your hard work pays off. You
to
ready?
take out Rafael Xavier? It'll be a big win if he can. Xavier in white has won 6 of his last 7, and by knockout he is a beautiful striker, and it can happen at any time. What will Powell do tonight in his comeback fight on his home turf?
He's getting in a brawl early. Talk about his nickname, Smooth. I think he needs a lot of that smoothness, that movement. I don't think he wants a firefight early.
Both these guys are going to try and do as much damage to each other's lead legs as they can to take away some movement. You can see that inside-outside low kick battle right now. Sim's going to throw another one here. He keeps pouring for the lead hand to tie up that cross so he can't get countered with it as he throws the kick.
He's got that long reach, Powell, with that extended jab, light on his feet.
He's doing a good job of feinting and drawing the jab of Xavier as well. That was a good calf kick.
Wow. Oh, and Powell can't get one back at him. That's the danger, Xavier. Whoa! Look at that!
Front kick right through the guard.
Simeon Powell's in trouble. Good frame here for Xavier. That was a beautiful front kick right through the center channel. Caught Simeon on the chin. Took his legs for a moment. This is where Simeon has to use his wrestling. That head position's there.
That was a sweet maneuver.
Right through the center. It was a smart maneuver as well. You get a mover who's not moving, go right through the center. Split the guard.
Good opportunity here for Sim to clear his head as he controls his position, but he potentially gets thrown there. Xavier looking strong.
Exciting opening couple of minutes here in this light heavyweight battle. Powell and Xavier.
You see the difference in style. Xavier is not really a mover. He has much more the traditional Muay Thai style, bit stiffer, bit heavier on the lead leg, but man, when he kicks and he punches, you feel it.
You can feel the Powell cage side. Back comes Powell. This is like the touch paper stuff early. First half of the opening round has been explosive.
Another level change here for Powell. Gets underneath this time, drives his opponent to the fence. Does he get his fingertips together? Just about. Can he get a lift here? Xavier splits his base, tries to pull him back up to a clinch, and is successful.
Xavier just solid with that stance. Hard to take him down. Even once you get the hands comparatively locked, they weren't locked that tight.
11 of 13 wins via KO or submission for Xavier.
I'm reminded of another national champion in Muay Thai in Brazil. It was a great light heavyweight, Renato Babalu Sobral, fought in Bellator, fought in the UFC, made a great MMA career with that background. Also fantastic on the ground, if you remember. Right now, look at Xavier just almost daring Powell to stand and bang with him.
Xavier tries again with the front kick and then goes high kick. See what he's playing with that right hand of Simeon Powell. Does he have to pull it in front of his chin to block the front kick, or does he keep it on the side of his chin right now to block the high kick? He can't do both. Xavier forced him to make a decision there. Simeon needs to get back to his jab game, his feinting game. That's where he can, there we go, look, he can start to draw. Oh, look at that shot.
And a right hand from Powell. He was sweet there. Lovely feinting, and he just whipped one in. Left hook to the body.
That sounded like a firecracker here cage side.
So when he starts to work his feints, he can draw the punches of Xavier away, and he can start to look for those counter opportunities.
One of the best first rounds we've had tonight. Bellator Champion Series co-main event. Oh, saving the best for last. Back comes Xavier. What a good round.
That leg kick is absolutely thudding every time Xavier throws it. The problem is, if you're not used to checking, if you're used to moving, not checking, you can't learn in the fight. Right? Sure. It's an instinct you really have to develop in the gym. And right now, Powell hasn't checked a single one of those kicks. He's trying to outmove him.
And the other thing as well is, with the power that Xavier's throwing those kicks, it's so difficult to counter them with a straight punch because he's going to take your lead leg away from you.
Right on the bell! Powell falls heavily!
He gets up on his own accord.
He's got to make it to the corner under his own power. That's the rule.
Powell did so well to get back to his corner. And we go again. He's got to jump him, hasn't he, Dan?
He's got to either set up these punches and try and draw these feints out, try and draw these attacks out before he moves into range, or he's got to get the fight to the floor.
He can't stand in front of Xavier. He cannot do that. He needs to either angle and move, or to your point, Dan, get those feints going, draw the offense out and counter, but he cannot go shot for shot with Xavier.
Dan, how do you score that first round? Is it 10-8?
It could potentially be a 10-8. It'll be interesting to see how the judges scored it, because Simeon was doing good work all the way through the round, aside from the two concussive blows and a couple of those big calf kicks. I think Xavier's going to take it, but it may be a 10-9, purely based on the competitiveness of the round.
That's a great point, as Powell looks to come back with his own combinations. If he can rebuild from what happened at the end of the first, well, that will be magical. And he's got his home support right here, trying to get him through.
You see how he moves that lead leg out of the way of the leg kick. That's been his defense so far, but problem is you can't do that and move at the same time.
Powell's got to keep changing his range. You can see Xavier's waiting for him to step into danger zone. If Simeon can keep feinting as he's moving in and out of range, he's going to be able to draw those shots. Another good shot to the body there from Simeon.
Excellent work from Simeon Powell, especially thinking about what happened at the end of the round. Look at the odds, so tight now.
Xavier just looks solid though, doesn't he? Even when he's taking shots, he looks solid.
You know, his strategy is stand in the center and throw big shots.
There he comes again, Xavier. Powell has to shift them. Stays on his feet.
Now we're seeing some confidence from the blue corner. Rafael Xavier starting to move into range a little bit now. He feels like he can win this power exchange.
With the cut on the eye, he didn't like that. And Powell is trying to apply some damage to it. He's the short favorite here, Xavier.
When they weighed in, right, same height, they both look to be in good shape. I think we see a real strength differential here. All right, Xavier just looks like the more solid guy, especially inside in these positions. To your point, Dan, it looks like you're trying to move a tree in there. He just looks more solid. Simeon Powell is built to move. Xavier is built to stay in one place and knock you out.
One thing I will say about the conditioning, though, is partly the reason why Simeon's been able to recover so well from that first round is because he's in good physical condition. He's definitely done his road work, but of course the strength does look like it's on the side of Xavier. Even in this clinch, he's like coasting a little bit here. Thing is, Xavier only likes to fight in bursts, so it doesn't matter if he's only winning the moments in the fight.
Right hand from Simeon Powell. Nice jab as well. This is good in the second. Minute 45 to go. What a great fight.
Gotta watch those counter punches. Doing good work with the jab.
Terrific matchmaking, Dan Hardy, gotta say.
Yeah, really good work by the Bellator team. See, Simeon's edging into range now. It puts him in danger all the time, whereas if he can keep moving in and out of range, changing that distance between them, it could try and make Xavier miss a little more, but I like this peppering style that he's got. Is Xavier slowing down a little bit here? Oh!
An outside trip, it didn't work.
That could be telling.
Wow, he lets Xavier up. Little surprised by that. You got a tired man in front of you.
Yeah.
Sometimes want to put some weight on him, do some ground and pound.
Definitely a slightly fatigued look now for Rafael Xavier and Simeon Powell. We've got to be careful of another counter.
Tries with the knee there. I'd like to see him use the knee in the clinch if he's going to. Too easy to get knocked off balance with a flying knee against the power puncher.
That's good work though from Powell in this second round. He's actually boxed really well.
Yeah, starting to move effectively as well. We didn't see that in round number one. Squared up a lot against Xavier. He doesn't want to do that in round two.
It's a bit lethargic here from Xavier. That wasn't.
I think he's getting a little tired now.
Yeah.
Stop.
I don't speak Portuguese, but I got the intention.
Yeah, Marlon Sandro in the corner of Xavier, screaming his head off.
And Simeon Powell gesturing to the crowd to say, come on, get me through this, give me some help. He's controlled the crowd from when he walked out, but he hasn't controlled the fight. Certainly not in the first. Second round he was better. What has this third got in store? A dramatic one, a really good battle in the cage tonight.
When Xavier does throw the jab, it's that, you're going to appreciate this one, that Lennox Lewis jab. It is stiff, it is powerful. He doesn't flick it out there. It's a hard stick every time he throws it. Xavier wants to do damage with everything he throws.
And if you think about the mentality coming out of the corner after just getting yelled at, you've got 5 minutes left, go and rip his head off, and you know that you've had a really good first round. What you definitely don't want to do is allow this fight to slip away from you.
Good jabs from Simeon Powell, keeping it simple.
Xavier reactive here. Sims abandoned his feints a little bit.
So if you've scored it 10-9 to Xavier for the first round, 10-9 to Simeon, it's all on this.
It could potentially be. I mean, that was a lovely right hand. It was a really big first round. A couple of good shots landed from Xavier, but it could very much all be to play for in this third round. Sim did a great job of recovering, and he's peppering his opponent. I don't think he's hurt him too much with anything, but he's certainly racking up the points in that second round.
And Xavier, every time he lands a leg kick, he practically spins Powell around with that shot. Gotten away from it in this third round. Only threw it once.
And that's the other thing to consider, Jim. It's a good point. You know, not all strikes are made equal. For 2 or 3 low kicks that Simeon Powell throws, if Xavier throws one really powerful one, that's way more eye-catching for the judges. Oh, nice head kick. Sim was lucky to get a hand up to that one.
Good work from Xavier there. Powell comes back with a leg kick. Are you surprised that he's made it through, Powell, after what happened in the first?
I thought he was in a lot of trouble at the start of round number 2. He cleared the cobwebs well. Probably won't remember round number 1, but he recovered from it very well in round number 2.
Hats off to the training team for getting him in that sort of shape. He doesn't need a second defeat in a row. Simeon Powell will be desperate for the home win. Back comes Xavier. This is tight.
A more proactive round from Xavier as well, holding the center a bit more. Oh, went for an elbow there, Sim. He was a bit out of range. Less than half a round to go.
Good from Xavier.
Yeah.
Corner woke him up. Utilised. Well, he's got more oomph about him, isn't he?
You just see the difference in power and the difference in strength a lot of times in these clinch positions. But also to the point to go back at him. As a corner man, there's nothing you can do. You can do what you can. If your guy gets rocked, Dan, you know this, it's on them.
Yeah.
There's not, we can do something for cuts, we can do something for certain things, not a shot to the head.
The bookies can hardly split them at this stage.
Another thing to consider as well after that first round where Sim was able to get back to his corner, how much information is getting across to him from his corner team when he's rocked and dazed. Like, he may not even realize what shot landed on him at the end of that first round before the second one starts. Or does he get the takedown here? That's a great balance and takedown defense from Xavier.
That guy's just heavy too, just solid with both his legs.
Physically very strong. Sim goes for the uppercut.
Oh, punches. Rainier, look at that from Xavier.
Nice left hook on the inside.
Loving the body language. They're so fired up for this.
I think this is up for grabs with a minute left.
I don't want it to finish, guys. Can we have another couple of rounds?
That's better from Sim. Don't get drawn into the showboating of his opponent. Man, this is a hard round to score as well. And the other thing to consider as well, Adam, if this is drawn even as far as strikes landed, then the person that wins is the person with cage control, which right now looks to be Xavier.
I thought in the second it was Powell. The third, it's more Xavier. 20 seconds left. I don't think any of these fans want this to finish.
Want another element? It's hard not to judge blood. Xavier is bleeding. It looks like the shots have done more, even though Xavier is hit with more power.
And Simeon's had fun in there, and he's come back from that terrible end of the first round. Xavier looking so strong and tough. Terrific, fabulous, wonderful fight. Really, really good. And so much respect between the pair. They know they put on a humdinger for this Wembley crowd.
Ladies and gentlemen, for the decision, we'll go now to your three judges. Your first, Brian Miner, scores the fight 29-28. He scores the fight for Powell. Your second judge at cage side, David Leatherby, scores the fight 29-28. He sees the fight for Xavier. Your third and final judge at cage side, Daryl Ransom, 29-28, seeing it for the winner by split decision. Smooth Simeon Powell.
Jubilation at Wembley and the roar of relief from Simeon Powell. What a performance. You've got to feel for Rafael Xavier, who thought he got it, and when it was one apiece, he was celebrating as though he had it, Xavier, but it's gone to Powell. We've got to see it again.
You score it round by round. If this were all one 15-minute fight, 2 knockdowns, yeah, he probably wins it. That's not how it's scored. Very close fight.
Very, very tight. And Dan has Simeon, the hometown hero, with him.
Ladies and gentlemen, what an absolute battle that was. Simeon, you held your own in Wembley. You came out with the split decision. What was the emotion when you were waiting for the judges' scorecards?
Man, it was a close fight, man. Raf, he's a veteran, man. He's been fighting in this cage before I even knew what this sport was. Do you know what I mean? We went back and forth. It was a tough first round. I've been out the game for about 10 months. Man, I fought my ass off. I tried my best, you know what I mean? I'll try to put on for all you. Listen, I come from here, Northwest London. If you work for something, you can get it. That was not my best performance by any means, but we'll be back and stronger. But I'm gonna go celebrate the win. Thank you for everyone for your support. Big love. Thank you.
Tell me, you've had some time off. You've had a good few months off. You've been in the gym. You've been working diligently, I know. What have you been working on, and what was the game plan coming in tonight?
I tried push the pace. I saw that in his previous fights he was a bit stagnant. He didn't throw enough, but he quite surprised me, man. He threw a lot. He was active, more active than I thought. Boy, he put me on my ass. I got back up and I fought my ass off, man. That's all I could do. I'm a warrior, you know. That's all I did. I did my best, you know.
I could tell, and I think everybody in here can tell you're disappointed that you didn't get a spectacular finish, but this is a process, right? 10-1 now, you keep moving forward, still early in your career. What comes next for you, and what's your message to these fans?
My next for me is I'm just gonna keep improving. Hey, the company needs to keep me active. I'm young, and I'm still hungry. So keep feeding me. I need to be fighting. This is my job. This is what I do. I want to do it. Please, put me on more fights. I need to fight.
I'm looking forward to seeing you again, my friend, and I'm hoping it's not going to be too long at all. Wembley Arena, ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for Smooth Simeon Powell.